TSJ Model 333 welcoming viewers to another Simple Joys live stream. Today's main aim is to spread the joy. With the help of YouTube, we can spread the joy universally. Now, presenting your hosts for today, Grant and Collette, the Simple Joys. Hello, hello.
Good morning.
G'day, g'day, everyone.
Hey, hey. I'm going to bring up chat. Debs. Hey, Debs.
Hey, Debs. Thank you, everyone watching this as a video. Please leave any comments below. We love to get back to people.
Yes, we are robots. Our batteries go in our back. Hey, Linda.
Hey, Skeeter. G'day, Linda. It's the return. It's the return of TSJ Model 333. He was our robot we made for space trivia, wasn't it?
Yes, he was.
Yeah, he's been sitting over in the corner. He was originally a kid's floaty toy for the pool, and we just wrapped him in alfoil and tin foil and used little pie lids. What are they called?
Patty pan lids.
Patty pan lids for his eyes, and a bit of duct tape to hold him all together.
Look, the star behind him looks like his
ears.
Hey, Cheryl.
G'day, Cheryl. Thank you for joining us.
It's Sunday morning here for us.
Yep, nearly 11 o'clock, so about an hour before lunch here for us on Sunday.
Yeah. How are you all tonight? It's Saturday night for them.
Yeah, Saturday night in the USA.
I have 10-second delay, so I never win.
Yeah, we're not going to do prizes or trivia today. We might do a bit of trivia, but just for fun.
We're going to give away a sticker, I think. And
oh, okay.
Hang on, I'll just have a look in my little stash.
Thanks, Linda. Yeah, well, we weren't around YouTube much at all for about a week and a half because we were so busy with things, and it was also really hot in this room. Oh.
Okay.
But we've got the aircon set up in this room now. It's a little bit better, and we've finally got a bit more time to ourselves. So we've really been enjoying doing a few more live streams. The last couple have been heaps of fun.
Yeah. And then
Mia's Page, UK. G'day, how are you? Sorry if I've mispronounced your name. You'll have to tell me if you want it pronounced any other different way.
Okay, so when we do trivia, yep, so it will be that and a sticker, which it's in one of over there somewhere.
We'll just send out little. That's our Simple Joys cards from our merchandise shop. And we'll just write a little note in there for you. And a sticker, just something little to say thanks for coming to the live stream.
Hey, Steve. Hey, Christy. Welcome in.
Linda wants to see TSJ Model 333. That's a little robot we made weeks back for a space trivia.
And we just...
And that the yes/no signs are what we used last night for Have You Ever game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun yesterday. In our evening we played the Have You Ever game where we held up yes/nos. And in the morning before that, what did we play?
Would you rather?
Would you rather?
What would you rather?
That was fun too. I liked that.
TSJ Vice Press.
Woohoo!
No, you said it right. How are you both? Just here to give support. We're really good, thanks.
Excellent. Thank you. Hey, Steve.
Wow.
And Christy, welcome in. We've got our little robot friend with us today. We might just ask some casual, general trivia questions. And we've also got some Simple Joys trivia, just to see who knows Simple Joys.
The fair's in town for Debs.
Oh, is it?
I love a good fair. We got the fair coming in May, so a little way away here.
Yeah.
Lots of fun. Take the kids to the fair and get their face painted. Mr. Roboto.
Mr. Roboto. There's a couple of things happen each year here, like fairs. We have what they call the Christmas tree party.
Yep.
That's a community event, and they have rides and that for the kids. That's really good. Hey, Deb.
Hey, Deborah.
How you going?
Haven't seen Deborah in a little while.
Yeah. What did you want me to get, Bob?
I'll chase that fly.
Fly trying to share my coffee with me.
I've shared my coffee with a spider before.
Took a photo of that, eh?
Mm.
Photo of a big spider inside her coffee
It
cup.
climbed up inside my cup. Wasn't a very pleasant coffee after that. Comes to town with the rodeo.
Cool. I love rodeos.
Awesome. Yeah, our rodeo here is late in the year when it's a bit cool. But I love the rodeo.
We'll definitely be doing a vlog from the rodeo this year.
Yes, definitely.
Take the camera and get some footage of our Australian rodeos.
Hey, the Wilders.
Hey, the
Laura.
Wilders. And Laura. Thank you. Welcome.
For coming in.
Thanks everyone who left messages on our video we just put up yesterday too.
That was an awesome storm. If you've watched it, did you catch the lightning over the mountain? It was an awesome lightning show.
Collette took some footage of the storm rolling in with a bit of lightning, and then when the rain came, it came with a little bit of hail, real tiny little pea-sized hail, and then some idiot dancing around in the backyard in the rain.
I know. I wonder who that
I don't know.
goofy goober was.
Probably the neighbour.
And dancing with the duck, and the duck was dancing also.
It was cute, the duck's feet moving. But that was the last video we put up, if anyone wants to check that out. It's only a 9-minute video.
Yeah, that went up yesterday. I got the link here.
Oh, you got the link for it?
Yep.
Cool. Having a snowstorm, Linda. Well, that's something we'll never have here. Even in the middle of winter, we'll never have snow in this place.
And then I think our next video to go up is the roux burgers that I cooked. The ducks are really good. I am absolutely
they're big now. Really big now, Linda.
How big they've gotten. They're nearly as big as their mum, so it's really hard to tell the difference. So they're getting big. In that video, you show there's footage of them.
I just picked up one and had a bit of a dance with it while it was raining. And then you got some footage of a couple of the others playing in the puddle.
Yes.
And then the Drake, their father, got him walking closer to the house. So you'll see a bit of the ducks if you want to have a look at that video that Collette just linked, Linda.
Yep. G'day, Josh.
Hey, Josh.
Rodeo.
Horsehair gal. Laura says rodeo.
Rodeo.
Rodeo. Wonton rodeo.
Oh no, Deborah, that's terrible.
Wow.
I'm just glad you're okay though.
Were you naked by the light of the moon? Is she talking about that video we took?
Yeah, I think so.
You didn't put our private video up, did you? The one where we're naked. What kind of rodeo?
They have
bit of bull riding, a lot of camp drafting.
Yeah.
Where barrel racing, where they run around the barrels. What else? They have the young kids tackling the potty calves.
Mm-hmm.
The younger
they're roping them.
The little young cowboys landing on the tiny calves. That's cute. What else do they have at the rodeo?
Clowns.
Yeah, the rodeo clowns.
Yeah.
The rodeo.
Just a typical.
Yeah, just normal rodeo as far as I know. I don't think they're much different around the world, are they?
No. Hey, Angelo. Lily came in.
Hey, Angelo.
If I stare at the Mr. Roboto, it looks like he's moving.
You're peeking over my shoulder.
Yeah, and they have a few little stores.
And about 1,000 cowboy hats walking around everywhere.
Yeah.
I love all the different cowboy hats and boots getting around at the rodeo.
Hey, sis.
Hey, Sandra. Good morning.
Good morning. You want to do a trivia question?
Yeah, it's not much of a competition today. We thought we'd just throw a few trivia questions in to liven up the conversation a bit.
Oh, awesome. He received
Angelo got his package. Excellent.
Excellent.
Did Angelo's have a little Vegemite in it?
Yes, I think so.
Let us know when you try your Vegemite, Angelo. A lot of people in the USA don't like the taste of it. It's something you sort of get a bit accustomed to, and we're raised on it in Australia. So I'd be keen to see what you think of the little Vegemite we sent you in that package.
Laura says she needs to go to more rodeos to find her future husband.
Yeah, yeah, I think there'd be plenty of options there. Just stick a sign on your back and walk around, Laura. You're bound to pick up a few.
Hey, Mark. No, night, Deborah. I hope you rest well.
Yeah, I bet you're stressed out a bit over that, Deb. Try and relax a bit, hey? And at least no one's hurt and everything's all right. So just concentrate on the good side of it.
And Christy Beats says she's never had it. Never had Vegemite.
Never had it, yeah.
It's an acquired taste. Like, a lot of people don't like it.
It's pretty iconic in Australia. Just about everyone has Vegemite in their house.
I have missed your videos. Love the rain and the duckies.
Yeah, we've been slack with the videos. Hey, Sandra, it's good to get a couple up. Colette's got another one in the pipeline. She just has to just a little bit of finishing off to do on it and put it up. And it's when I bought kangaroo rissoles the other day, and she made little roux burgers out of them.
Laura says then she'll be considered a buckle bunny.
Yeah. I wore one of my belt buckles here for a live stream one week, and they reckon I was pretty small.
And so when we went to the shopping centre probably a few weeks ago, he was stopped at a stall with the buckles, and he was looking at bigger buckles.
I've got to get myself a bigger buckles.
Vegemite and cheese sandwiches, Vegemite and tomato on toast. Yum.
Vegemite's good with melted cheese.
Yes. Yeah.
And tomato. I love tomato with Vegemite.
Well, I should make some.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then give you a demo on how much Vegemite to put on. Tape a horse around a cowboy.
Oh, I love jeans and boots and cowboy hats.
Hey, Lois Ann. Oh, awesome. Thank you, Angelo. He said, I haven't opened it yet. I want to film it to spread the word about your awesome trivia. Hopefully I can help a few people to find you guys. It's so much fun.
Excellent.
Thank you. Hi, Fried Bologna.
I really appreciate that, Angelo.
Bologna. I say
Fried
bologna.
Fried bolognas.
Should be turning up in the next day or so.
Any day now, fried bologna, your package from us will be turning up. We sent out a few, week and a half ago?
Yes.
And they're all starting to turn up everywhere now. So yours, if you haven't got it yet, fried bologna, you'll be getting it very soon, I reckon.
Hey, Jennifer. Linda says, you eat it too. It's not strange to you. What do you eat that you would consider strange? Let's see. She says roux. I just recently cooked kangaroo.
Kangaroo's a good meat. It's really lean.
Thanks, Steve.
It's pretty similar to beef, except it's just much leaner.
A little
bit richer.
I found with the roux burgers, they were a little bit more fattier than usual this time around. I don't know whether it was because they had tomato and something else mixed through them.
Oh, okay. They had spices in them, did they?
Yeah, because it was tomato and basil, I think. That wasn't just plain roux mince.
Laura said she's got a new video of her riding a horse that she'll be releasing in March. I'll have to check that out.
What do we eat that you would consider strange? Probably biscuits and gravy, which I think is a bit like damper consistency.
We've only just learnt that what you call biscuits is probably closer to what we call damper.
Yeah.
And that's just like what we cook over the open fire. It's an old bushman's recipe, damper bread.
Yeah, it's flour.
We were going to make that while you were up here camping too, Sandra,
yeah.
and we forgot all about that.
If you come up at Easter time, we might have to do that and film it. I think it's flour, salt, and water.
It's very simple, very basic simple, recipe. Yeah. Grits too. I don't know what is in grits. I've heard many people from the USA talk about grits for breakfast and that, but I don't know what is in grits.
No idea. She says, I know. Yes, please. So are you booking in for Easter? We'll put a reserve sign up for
Laura
you.
said she eats gator tails.
Mm-hmm.
I have tried crocodile. I've had a crocodile pie before.
That made you sick, though.
Crocodile would have to be very similar to gator.
Yeah.
It tasted like a cross between fish and chicken.
I don't eat grits. It's cornmeal. Ground.
I think just about everything in the USA's got corn in it.
Yeah, grits are ground up corn.
Is the chicken still good?
Yes, mate.
Yeah, mate.
So it's just ground up corn. So is it similar to what we used to feed babies? Like, you know, what do you mix it with?
I don't know. Well, it's a breakfast. I thought it was fried up grits. I'm not sure.
Eat chicken and
dumplings. Mm. Dumplings is, well, you know what dumplings are, eh?
Cheese and grits or honey. I might have to Google. Hey, Sid's Angel.
Cheese and grits. Hey, Sid's Angel.
See if there's anybody that's done it that I can actually see what it is.
Yeah.
Water and some kind of fat. Had grits with cheddar cheese and melted in it.
So does it come up like a scrambled egg or something?
I'd like to try crocodile. I've tried everything I can when it comes to all the kinds of normal foods. For me, it's really weird for most people.
You know, I think the only reason I got sick with that crocodile pie that I had, because it came from, my sister picked it up from a bakery on her way up here, and it sat in the car for probably close to an hour. So maybe it was just from sitting a little while before I ate it.
More like a mush, Grant.
Okay.
Crawfish,
like a wet porridge or something, maybe.
Yeah, well, see, I can't remember what we used to feed the kids when they were babies. It was like a really flaky, powdery stuff, and you just added.
Oh, yeah, I remember that stuff.
Sandra, are you still here? Can you remember what we fed the babies?
It come in a little box, eh?
Yeah.
And I think it might have even been called some sort of flakes.
Love ya.
Love you, sis. Take care.
And you just added water, and it would come up like
It was C. I'm sure it started with C.
Frex.
Ah.
Yeah.
There's probably a few different sorts. That's it. Yeah, Farex. Yeah.
Farex.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I remember now. Farex. It must be like that.
Yeah, similar, because like it'd come up like a porridge, and it would be fluffy and a bit like mashed potato consistency.
Sort of.
Yeah. Hey, Deep in the Woods.
Hey, Deep in the Woods. I just responded to one of Deep in the Woods' comments on our videos earlier.
Crocodile pie. Yeah. Yeah.
Steve's saying he's got the claws for you. Well, claws off what?
Claws for you, damn. Deep in the Woods says, did you say crocodile pie? Yeah.
Yeah, had a crocodile pie. Walked up to the counter and said, give me a crocodile pie and make it snappy. No, I didn't. No, my sister bought it at a bakery for me and give me a crocodile pie to taste. See you, Sandra.
Anybody else eating liver mush?
Yeah, I don't think much of offal or organs.
Yeah.
I don't mind kidney in steak and kidney stew or something like that.
The one you did the other day, Deb. Yes, we did. Thank you very much. I think you said thank you in a chat recently to Debbie about the video, the shout out.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Try like
me.
an apple pie with sugar in it. No, our pies are savoury. Like we have sweets too.
You call them pot pies.
Yeah.
What you call pot pies, that's just a normal pie for us. Meat pies.
Yeah. So we have either. We have your savouries or your dessert pies.
We don't have pumpkin pies.
Thank you, Debs.
When we say pies, we're 99% of the time we're talking about a hot pie like a pot pie.
Yeah. I might go do some Vegemite on toast.
And I might go grab claws.
No, after when I get back.
And they can just watch the robot.
Talk amongst themselves.
All right, Colette's going to do some Vegemite on toast. I'll move a bit closer to this chat window so I can read you guys. When Collette comes back and we've got some Vegemite on toast, we might start asking a couple of these general trivia questions. It's not going to be like our normal trivia show. We're just going to throw in a few questions and we'll just send away a little prize for someone today. Just a Simple Joys sticker and a Simple Joys card, something like that. Yeah, steak and kidney pie, eh, Mark? Yum, especially in winter. Nowhere near as much as the USA by the sounds of it, fried bologna. It sounds like you guys have got corn in everything. And from what I've seen, that's the main reason for that is probably because how heavily corn is subsidized in the USA. So they're using corn powder and corn syrup and corn in just about every product imaginable. You've got corn in it, but I don't think it's quite like that here in Australia. Yeah, we do have. I've got plenty of corny jokes. My dad jokes. And what we call Pluto pups or Dagwood dogs, I've found out recently that's what you call corn dogs. Yeah, that's my favourite. I love Chinese food deep in the woods. Only trouble with Chinese food is you eat it and a few hours later you're hungry again, or especially the next morning you wake up, you feel like you're starving. I don't know what it is. Hey, Tim's World, thanks for coming in, mate. I don't know what it is about Chinese food, but I always feel hungry a few hours after I've had it. And then, like, if I have it for dinner, the next morning I wake up, I feel like I'm starving. No, rockin' news, but it's summer here. We're in summer, so we've been getting like 100 Fahrenheit days where we are. It's a bit better in the southern states like Tasmania, Victoria, South Australia. All those states are usually a bit cooler, but even those guys have been having really hot days. It's the middle of summer here and it's hitting us pretty bad. Yeah, well, we had Chinese about a week ago when we were in the city. I called in there with my eldest boy. We were doing a bit of shopping and I stopped at the Chinese place and we sat down and had Chinese. And I said, oh, I love Chinese. And my boy said to me, well, 1 billion people can't be wrong. Overall, pretty mild. Like there is places that get snow in Australia, but like I was saying, mainly the southern states. But generally speaking, our winters are pretty mild. We do get flu epidemics here, but it sounds like you guys have had it especially bad this year. I'm not sure how to convert it over. Because we go off Celsius, and a cold winter for us is through the middle of the night. When it's at its coldest, it hits about 0 degrees. So if you can convert 0 Celsius to 0 Fahrenheit, there is a difference. They're not the same. But sometimes it'll go to like -3, -5 at the absolute most where we are, and that's a really cold morning. But then through the days it warms up again, so our winter days here are just still fairly mild. Our summers get around 100 where we are here, especially it gets in between 100 and 120 Fahrenheit for summer. So I'm guessing our winters would be like 70, roughly,
Yeah.
70 Fahrenheit through the days.
Between 65 and 70.
And then colder of a night time.
Okay, I've gone and done the toast. So that's just plain toast with no Vegemite on it yet.
That's multigrain bread.
Multigrain
So
bread.
it's got seeds through it. And Colette's toasted it and put butter on it. Do you want me to hold the camera for you?
Oh, not just yet. And this is a new type of Vegemite they brought out for the anniversary, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's Vegemite Blend 17.
So this Vegemite is definitely only for Australians because it's supposed to be a little bit stronger and richer again than normal
so it's
Vegemite.
a bit stronger. Oops, I just dropped
And normal Vegemite is usually a bit too bitter and salty for anyone we've sent it to in the USA. So this one's even stronger again.
No worries, Angelo. Take care, and thanks for letting us know.
Yeah, I'm really glad that package turned up to you all the way across halfway around the world. That's excellent.
Okay, so.
Thanks for that, and I look forward to a video with it.
Yeah.
Okay, how about I move the camera? Sorry, guys, if it gets a bit wobbly, I'm going to move the camera for you.
Okay, so that is probably about too much for you guys. Only a little bit you need. And you can just smear it on lightly.
That's about how light we recommend for you to try it for the first time.
Make sure you smear it around. It smears pretty evenly. If your bread is warm too, make sure your bread is warm.
And it's really much, much better if you've got margarine or butter on your toast.
So that is the consistency that I would recommend for beginners.
So if you're watching this, Rick, this is how light you should have it, mate, because he had a real hard time with it.
It's shaken. And that is for us.
Yep. So this is how we would normally have it, about this thick.
Well, you have it that thick. I have it a little bit thicker. So you can see the difference a little bit. That's lighter, that's dark. It doesn't help that it's darker grain bread either. And then this is darker. This will be darker again because it's thicker. Get into the corners. There you go. So there's your two. Beginner. Next one up. And then next one up even more so. Oops.
Okay.
Could I patch a hole in my roof with that stuff? Probably.
Yeah, it's like tar. And nearly all Australians can do this. Just take a good glob on your finger.
Take care, Christy.
And just eat it straight. But I've seen Americans try to do that, what I've just done, eat a spoonful of it, and they just about keel over.
Does it have any nutritional?
Yeah, it's full of B vitamins. So B1, B2, B12,
and thiamine,
thiacin, folate. It's got heaps of good minerals and vitamins in it.
Molly Dolly said, I had my Vegemite on toast for breakfast.
Woohoo.
It's a good snack for any time of the day also. So
now after you've tried that, what I recommend is doing that first, and then once you got the Vegemite on the toast, put some cheese on it, and then put it under the griller in the oven, melt some cheese on it, and also it's really nice if you like tomato, put some tomato down first, then the cheese. So you got Vegemite, tomato, and melted cheese on toast. Beautiful.
Very good. I need to turn that fan on. It is.
Yeah, and open the doors. So there you go. That's a quick lesson in Vegemite.
Can you plug that in, guys?
You know, a book I could read. I'm not much of a reader, but what is it? Fried bologna? I'll write it down. Hey, Lois Ann. So if anyone does get our little Vegemite in the packages, just keep that in mind. Start off really light because you can always add more.
Mark's wife's been making no-knead bread. Really easy to make and only.
That'd be similar to damper, I reckon, what we call Bushman's damper. It's only got a few ingredients and dead easy to make, but it's a lot heavier.
Joy, 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 joy.
Fairy frequency spreading the joy. Welcome in.
Open the door and I'll call Diesel. I think he's out the front, actually.
What's the book? The book is called Golden Stream. Oh. Yeah, I've read that one a few times already, mate. I know the ending.
You don't want any of that?
It's a bit of a shaky ending in it. Yeah, can you cut that one in half for me?
Yeah. And then Faron can take this to Fisher.
Oh, okay. It's like real bread. Our damper is like a much heavier bread. That's all right, fried bologna. Yeah, Diesel must be outside or else he'd be in here with me. The boys must have locked him out. Do you want me to ask any trivia?
After you finish eating.
Anyone who's just come in, sorry, we're just eating a bit of Vegemite on toast.
Here you go.
Hey, Diesel.
Sit. You need to move that way, babe. Sit. He'll eat my crust because I don't eat crusts. Sit. Good boy.
Be nice and gentle with that big mouth.
Yeah, you can just have plain bread now. Come this way. You're hiding. Right.
40 yards to the outhouse by Willie Make It.
Yeah, this bit. You left a little bit. A little crumb.
Hey, Kimberly.
Hey, Kimberly.
Yeah, that tail when it hits the wall, you should feel it when it hits your leg. And he's at that height too where it can hit my privates and then they really know about it.
He is very, very gentle. Okay, out you go now. Good boy. Out you go. Good boy. Oh, I hope you get better, Rocking Nose. She feels poorly.
Yeah, I'd say so, Mark. Because that damper, that's as old as the hills, that recipe. It's only a few ingredients in it.
Mm. Yeah.
And just cook it in the campfire.
The raw egg challenge. Well, actually, Kimberly, when
Is that with Diesel or me?
with Diesel, I think.
Diesel eats eggs, no worries.
If I've dropped an egg out of the fridge or we'll call him in to come and eat it up.
Clean it up.
Clean it up.
Yeah. Raw egg's really good for your dogs.
Mm.
Keeps their coat shiny.
He was stealing eggs from the chook pen at one stage too, wasn't he?
We think so. In one of our videos ages back where we got that real tiny egg that was the smallest egg we've ever found. It was a fraction of the size, and cracked it open into a container, and it only had the white. There was no yolk in it.
And someone's
And then we cracked another normal egg within it in the bowl as well to show you the difference. And then I tried drinking them both out in the yard. And I know raw eggs aren't nice to start with, but it was extra weird. It was really salty, and I think that was from the tiny egg. That real small egg in it was only like that big, and that made it really yuck, and I couldn't swallow it properly.
like that Labrador that went viral here. Is that what you're talking about, Kimberly, where he just put the egg in his mouth and he wouldn't crack it? Remember when I told you about that?
Yeah. Yeah, Collette did mention that to me, and I said I don't really want to encourage him to have eggs in his mouth, or he'll start going up to the chicken pen again.
And steal them.
Yeah, fried at Bellany. That it was like a very first lay, except our chooks are older, so we're thinking it might have been its very last lay.
Yeah.
Some of the chickens, if I say chooks too, that's just what we call chickens. I try and use words people are familiar with instead of Australian words, but we just call chickens chooks here.
Do you want the rest of that, babe?
Yeah, I'll have at least one piece. So yeah, we thought maybe one of the older chickens had just finished laying, and that was her last little egg.
Diesel. Woohoo, Diesel.
But we've had some weird eggs. We've had like an egg inside an egg. It had 2 shells, and we've had double yolkers, and then we had that little tiny one with no yolk at all.
There you go. Now go get a drink. Go get a drink.
But you never get to see those sort of things with the store-bought eggs, because it's all sorted and processed first, and you don't get to see that stuff.
Out now. Good boy.
But our eggs from our chickens at home here are just so much nicer than store-bought eggs, and the yellow's heaps brighter in the yolks.
The coyotes get theirs before they usually do.
If ours start missing, I have to look around to check there's no big pythons up in the pen.
Yeah. Or we get big water rats that come into the pen, and they can take the eggs also. Okay, you want to grab something? I haven't had duck eggs, Linda.
Well, we got a female duck a while back, and she finally laid eggs and then started sitting on them straight away, so we let them all hatch.
So I haven't had the chance to try them. Hopefully this, because she did that in spring, so hopefully this spring.
We had 2 drakes, salt and pepper, we had them since they were tiny little fluff balls.
Yeah.
And they're big drakes now. And so we got them a girlfriend. And people were telling me ducks lay all the time like chickens, but I don't think they do. They must be seasonal, because our female duck only laid once and sat on them and had ducklings, and she hasn't laid again since.
Yeah. So hopefully we get more females in amongst these lot, and then we'll get some duck eggs.
Unless it's different breeds of ducks, because that's Muscovy ducks we got. They might be more like geese.
Yeah, well, I've heard that they're more like geese.
Because geese are seasonal.
Yeah.
Salt and pepper, yeah, that's the name of the 2 drakes we got.
It's from the wind, Bob. We've got the fan to the side, and it's just blowing in. And don't move your chair back. Diesel, out. Come on. Out you go.
I know I've come across a lot of older women that do bacon and stuff, baking, and they say duck eggs are much better for baking and cooking.
A haunted balloon. Okay, which one do you want to do? This one or that one?
We call those drakes salt and pepper because one's all white, he's salt obviously, and the other one's got a little bit of grey and black speckles through him, so he's pepper.
Yeah. You want to move over, babe? We're good, Fairy Frequency. How are you?
Yeah, really good. We're having a nice, easy Sunday morning here. We've got about half an hour to lunchtime.
Might just do few of these because of the time.
Yeah. Instead of doing general trivia, we thought we'd try something different. We've never done this before. We think we'll just ask some trivia questions about us, the Simple Joys family.
Yeah.
And most of them all relate to our videos we've done in the past.
Where are the boys? The boys are in the lounge room playing the game.
Playing PS4.
Yeah. Yeah, he was really happy about, because it's been horrid. The heat here has been horrid, and they were loving the rain.
Our ducks can actually, if they wanted to walk, they can go down to a dam, but they just hang around the house all the time.
They could go swimming, but they don't. They only go swimming in the little shell pool.
I fill up like a little kid's pool. It's a half shell, and I fill up that and they swim in the yard, but they just prefer hanging around us.
Yeah. Yeah. But we had a goose. It would follow us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually past now, Linda, that cow.
Hey Johnny Lee. It was that video that we did back then. Griffin was probably 13.
Well, we didn't have a YouTube channel when we done that cow. Collette just videoed it because that was the landlord's cow, and we were trying to save its life while the landlord got here, because we rang him up to say there was a cow down.
Yeah.
And so Collette videoed it, and then later on she put it on YouTube to share it with family, and it started getting heaps of hits. People love watching it. So that's what inspired us to actually try doing a YouTube channel. Was that video was our very first one that we put up.
Oh, we uploaded that on a different channel, but I lost the passwords for that channel, and that's when we created this channel. So this channel's I think 2014 when I created this channel, but didn't start uploading until last year.
That first one, we just called it Grant Sabine, the channel, my name, and it got, what, 70,000 views?
76,000 views.
Over 70,000 views on that one video, and that's all it had on it, just that one video. And we could never get into it again because we changed phones and we lost our phone number, so we couldn't confirm
different emails.
So we just could never get into that again. We opened this one and we put it back up, and it's got another 27,000 views now.
Yeah.
So it's been really popular, that one video.
Yes, most certainly has. Okay. So a little bit of trivia about us. She's been pronouncing our name in her head.
Grant. Collette calls me Grant sometimes.
No, she's probably saying your last name.
Oh.
Yeah, well, there's so many different variations. Hey, Conklin.
Hey, Conklin. Here's our wrench.
Yeah. Okay.
You finished playing with your Richard?
No, Bob.
Conklins? Who's going?
Bob.
Good night, Bob.
Yeah.
Thanks for popping in.
Yeah, well, your first name, I go Grant, or depending on the mood.
Grunt. More often I hear my first name like this. Grant!
Hey, Ruddy.
Hey, Jennifer. Rudy, Ghost Paranormal Investigator. Hey, welcome in.
Hey, Laurie.
If you guys want to support each other too, go right ahead. If you want to show each other some love.
All done. Been a long day.
Awesome, Conklin. It's coming along nice, though. If anyone wants to check out Conklin's channel, he's in the middle of doing an art piece at the moment, painting with Jim Morrison, Richard Nixon, and who's the woman? Janis Joplin.
I haven't been over there. I need to go over there.
You're very welcome.
She's not calling you.
Smack your head.
No worries, Debbie.
Yeah, cool. No worries, Deb.
Okay, so this is just a little bit of trivia.
I hesitated at this because I hope it doesn't sound self-indulgent.
I don't think so. I think people that have been with us for a little while would know.
Yeah, okay.
A little bit of these questions. So it's all in fun.
Yeah, it's all in fun. If you don't know it, make it up.
You might be right. You might guess it correctly.
All right, let's go. We'll ask a few questions and see how you go with it.
Okay, I'll start with this one.
Yep.
Which state in Australia does the Simple Joys live? So, which state in Australia do the Simple Joys live? Where do we live? What state?
I say it that often too. I could add another question to that. How many times bigger than Texas is it?
I know. He is so hung up on that. Yes, deep in the woods. Queensland. Queenslander.
Queenslander. At the football, because state of origin, Queensland plays New South Wales,
Yeah.
our neighbouring state. And when Queensland runs out on the field, we all yell, Queenslander!
You're worried about what people
Good point, Conklin. On with the questions.
Okay, what is Grant's wife's name? What is my name?
Your name?
My name.
Say her name, say her name.
Deep in the woods, actually, Faron said, Dad can do a handstand. He was impressed. Yes, my name's Collette. He was so impressed that Grant could do a handstand.
You writing down any of these?
Deep in the woods.
Hey, he sings, he dances, he does handstands.
There's not much that he can't do. Oh, he can't. What did you say yesterday that you haven't done? Oh, I can't recall. I didn't know if that was a trick. No, he actually did a handstand.
So you might have been talking about your name, baby.
Oh, no. Deep in the Woods got that one.
Hey, Draft Horse Diva, welcome in.
Welcome in.
Just for a bit of fun, we're asking a few questions about us and see if anyone can answer them correctly. Draft Horse Diva. And then the winner will send a little Simple Joys sticker, card, and maybe a little Vegemite or something too. We like to send away a couple of packages every week to our beautiful subscribers.
Skydive. Well, I
can't eat my own head.
I am inquired about the skydiving, and I think I might do it, but it will have to be in a few weeks' time because it's nearly $400.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I want to look at doing that, and then I'll film him, and I think you can get them to film it also for you, like they strap a GoPro.
I don't know if you have to pay extra for that or if it's included in it.
No, you pay extra for it. Okay. What is the name of Grant's best friend?
Oh, he just came in too.
Oh, Diesel. Oh.
You just told him the answer.
What is the name of Grant's best friend?
Oh, he just shook his head and got me with slobber.
Debs. Hey, Jen and Zach. Yeah, so Diesel is Grant's best friend.
G'day, Jen and Zach.
Well, you would think so. Hey, Deep in the Woods, that was a trick question.
No, it's Diesel. I never ever get in trouble from Diesel. He never back answers me. He's always there to give me a kiss.
Conklin said if the parachute doesn't open, he will bounce if he lands on his belly.
Oh, good on you. I reckon because they strap you to someone.
Yeah, tandem.
For your first one, you go tandem. I reckon if the parachute doesn't open just at the last minute, I'm going to roll as hard as I can.
And land bounce on him.
So I'd get him and land on him.
What colour is the bush ute? Hey, Larry.
All right, Larry Langford. Haven't seen you in ages. It's my boy, Larry Langford. There's Kim in here too.
I haven't seen Kim.
Larry just said hey to Kim Fife. Awesome.
Hey,
Deep in the woods, got it?
Rubbish mode. Red, yes. The
Yep.
farm ute is
My
red.
old farm, it hasn't been going for a while because the starter motor's flapped out. The starter motor's not working at all, and I've got to jump start it or clutch start it. And for that, I have to tow it up the hill. So
Yeah.
I haven't had my red ute going in a little while. That's an old video question, that one.
Yeah. Rats. Red. Sup, guys? What's poppin'?
Larry said Kim Fife saw he got his 4K hours. Yeah, congrats on that, Kim. Got his 4,000 hours
Awesome.
up. We're really close too. I think we're
So
about
close.
270 hours or something we need within 2 days.
Popcorn is gone.
So if anyone wants to play our playlist, that'd be awesome. We've got a little bit of catching up to do on our watch time hours, and then we can get the AdSense and everything kept. We've already got monetization and AdSense. If we don't make that 4,000 hours, I'll take it off us.
Used to whack my bad or
Used to whack my bad starter with a hammer. Yeah,
yeah.
it did for the first few times our Conklin, and the last few times I tried it, it wouldn't start. Because normally if you tap the solenoid with a real heavy screwdriver or a little hammer, it'll jolt it and you can start it that way, but it's not doing that now.
He gets me to drag the ute up the ute up the hill and then push him and he'll jump start it going down the hill.
I don't know if you call it that, but when we clutch start something, we just call that jump starting as well. But also when you start it with jumper leads, we call that jump starting too. So
No worries, Linda. Take care.
see you, Linda.
Oh, that's no good, bruh. Is it a manual transmission?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so I can clutch start it. Our car's auto, but the old farm ute is manual.
I can't drive manual.
What's up, mate?
Yeah, I think Larry's thinks he's in Kim's stream.
Yeah, I didn't see Kim Fife in here.
No.
He might have two windows up.
Yeah, talking in the wrong one. I don't know. Hey, Larry.
Yo, Larry, look at this window.
We call that popping the clutch.
Popping the clutch. Be careful, I'll pop a clutch in your ute. Yeah, you just call it stick too instead of manual, eh? Driving stick. All the cars now, even the four-wheel drives, are automatic.
Yeah. I got a manual license, but I can only drive automatic. The license was accidentally given to me.
Whereas I got my manual license right from the start. I can drive both.
I needed my license in a hurry because I needed it for work. So I just went for an automatic, but they gave me a manual. And the Grunts tried to teach me, but it's so hard. Stick manual.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, where did Grant lose his drone?
You can say, where did I lose my virginity?
Yes, you do. She said, you have to have a special license to drive manual.
It specifies on your license, Kimberly, you can have just an automatic license, which means you can only drive auto, not manual. But if you have a manual license, you can drive both.
Yeah.
And then you have to have another specification if you want to drive heavier vehicles, anything over 3 ton. Anything over a 3-ton truck, you need a heavy HR condition on your license, which is heavy rigid vehicle.
Hey, Shannon.
And then you need another license again if you want to ride a motorbike. Motorcycles have their own licenses. And then you need a license to drive a boat. You need licenses for everything.
And a license to go fishing.
Well, it's a permit, not a license.
Permit.
It's a permit just to, if it's in the fisheries on the lakes and the dams where they've stocked them.
Correct, deep in the woods, up a tree. And I went and brought him a cheap one. It cost me $30. And he used it 3 times, took it up into the sky, and it's gone.
And on that third time, I'd only been flying for not even 5 minutes, and on that third time, I lost it completely.
Yeah.
And the weird part is, I swear I know where it came down in the property. I kept my eye on it and watched it, and I was convinced I knew where it was, and I walked over there, and I cannot find it, and I have spent hours walking around that whole area, and I still can't find it. Yeah, just about, Tim. That's like the licenses for cars and vehicles are bad enough. Licenses for guns and that sort of stuff is even worse. So many conditions and guidelines, and
it's expensive.
You have to pay every year for all your licenses, and then on top of that, you've got to pay for your registration of your vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
Your cars have to be registered. For a 6-cylinder, it's about $600 a year. Might be more now. $700 a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, costs on everything. Registration, licenses, permits. It's crazy.
Zach and Jen came in and they said they love listening to us.
Oh, thanks.
I'm going to get a license.
What did the turtle show Grant?
Your mum knows this one, Jen.
What did the turtle show Grant?
For anyone who hasn't met Jen and Zach before, that's Z9834.
Yep.
Jen's mum is Pam from On the Porch, Shoot the Shit.
Yeah.
And Pam loves this video, is when the turtle stuck out what to show me.
Yes, he's tallywhacker.
Yeah.
Deep in the woods in Shannon. He's tallywhacker.
He certainly did. And for anyone who doesn't know, a turtle's tallywhacker comes out of his tail.
Yeah.
They got the one hole in their tail that does all.
Hey, the bee lady.
Hey, bee lady.
It was because I got a shot too when I looked at him, and it was coming out his tail.
There's some awesome channels in here, lots of good people. If you just want to support each other and show the love, go right ahead. I encourage you to check out each other's channel because there's heaps of really good people in here. Oh, wow. The bee lady said she just purchased $80 or more from our store.
Wow.
Thank you so much, bee lady.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Wow, that's incredible. That's probably more than we've ever sold. I think we've only ever sold 1 or 2 things.
Yeah.
Maybe,
beautiful. Thank you very much.
2 cups of shirt and a couple of stickers or something.
Thank you.
So that is unbelievable. Thank you so much.
Glad you like all the stuff in there.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah.
That's unreal. That's taken me by surprise a little bit. That's great. Colette's got some really good design stuff in there. Oh, this is one of the shirts, the Simple Joys. The I for the dot for the I is a smiley face. And the O for joys is the world. That was just our little way of saying spread the joy around the world.
I haven't checked because there's 2-day delay on the update of your hours.
Yeah. A few days ago I checked and it was like 320 hours we needed.
And I checked yesterday and we needed 270. So it will update every 2 days.
So it's going to be very close.
Very close.
Hey, Mr. Boot. Hey, Susan. Wow, look, I can't believe how many fantastic people are coming in here.
So glad that you all find.
Really happy to see you all in here. Thank you so much for coming in.
And just the support of so many people running our playlist to try and get us the
there's
hours.
There's been heaps of people playing our list to try and get our hours up so we keep our monetization. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you, Mr. Boots.
There's new subscribers in here. Thank you for joining us. There's old people in here who have been watching our videos for months and months. Thank you so much to all of you.
They should make it, yes.
Hey, Mr. Boots said he's going to drop a Canadian like. How does that convert with the exchange rate? Does that work out to 2 Australian likes? Well, half a USA like.
Love the Country Life Draft Horse Diva. I wouldn't swap it for the world.
Yeah. That's one of the main reasons we started this channel, Draft Horse Diva, was just to spread some of that simple living and all the animals and nature around our house.
The 20th is the cutoff for the hours.
Which is my birthday.
Yeah. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. Aussie.
Oi.
Aussie.
Oi.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie.
Oi, oi, oi. Yeah, 20th of February is the cutoff for YouTube's guidelines. I mean, if we don't make it, that's all right. We'll keep going.
Yeah.
And it's not a huge amount, but every little bit counts, especially when we're trying to do the best we can with the channel.
I see you, bee lady. Thank you very, very, very much.
Thank you. Really appreciate it, bee lady. I hope you like it. Let us know when you get them what you think of it, and I'd love to hear what you think of the products when they turn up. I'll also be really keen to see what you ordered and what you like. That'd be great.
And maybe if I turn it on live chat too. I have to learn to keep doing that.
Well, I forget about that too.
There we go.
Do you all know about that? There's been a change. YouTube made an extra option in the chat window. Up above the chat comments on the left-hand side, it says either live chat or top chat, isn't it?
Yeah.
If it's on top chat with a little down arrow beside it, click on it, and then it'll give you the options. You can click on live chat,
which is the most recent, or
I think live chat puts everything in, where top chat YouTube can leave out things that they deem as spam.
Yeah.
So if you don't trust YouTube to tell what spam is or not, just hit live chat in that option.
Yeah. So thank you very much, the bee lady.
Yeah, thanks again. I really appreciate that. And more than that, I'm just really happy that you like the stuff we've made and designed. So thank you.
Says that.
Do you want to throw that link in if anyone wants to check it out, Bub?
What link?
For the Teespring.
Zach or Jen says that they love our accent.
Thanks. I like Southern accents from the USA. But I've always liked Southern accents, especially Southern women.
That's the store?
Yeah, so if you want to check it out, there's no obligation at all, but if you just want to check it out, the shirts and stickers and all the stuff we've designed is in that little Teespring shop.
If anybody's just joining us, we're just asking some Simple Joys trivia, anything about us.
Just so we can send the winner of the trivia a little sticker and card and Vegemite or a little package from Australia.
Yeah. Okay, what is the Simple Joys youngest boy's name?
Don't tell them.
Come here, mate. This is our baby boy.
Is Deb watching?
Did you hear that, Deb?
Deep in the Woods got it. Yes. Faron. Yes, Deb's is still here.
Did Debs get it?
Deep in the Woods got it.
Deep in the Woods beat up.
So this is Faron. He's our youngest.
Debs, he thought you'd have it for sure.
Mm-hmm. He said, is Deb still here? Kimberly.
Hope you didn't put snot on your keyboard.
He is mine, says Deb. Everybody's saying hi, Faron.
Hello.
Can someone pass Kimberly a tissue?
Everybody's saying, hey, Faron. He's going all shy.
Oh.
All shy.
And does anyone in chat remember Faron Young, the country singer.
Hey, Ken.
I really love Faron Young, the country singer, and that's who we named him after. There you go. Can you see Deb Deb's?
Yeah. I am close.
Rightio, next question.
What do the Simple Joys live stream every Tuesday?
This should be an easy one.
This is an easy one.
Every Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, USA, we have a what live stream? Every week there's different themes. We dress up, we dress the wall up. If anyone hasn't been there for that before, make sure you hit our bell for notifications so you can come and join in. We have heaps of fun on Trivia Tuesdays.
Kimberly got it with trivia.
Trivia. Kimberly's won our Tuesday night trivia before.
Yes, she has. And
So is Deep in the Woods.
Yep.
We've got a few winners
our
in here.
Conklin.
Yep.
There's so many awesome trivia winners, and there's so many people that participate and just miss out, don't they? Got to be quick.
We send a package away every week for that too, for the trivia.
No, we don't have Crocs here. Crocs are up further north.
Yeah, not on our place. A bit further up north in Queensland.
It's around.
Probably Townsville, Rockhampton.
Yeah, Cairns.
Anything above Townsville, Rockhampton, or the top half of Queensland, you'll get Crocs. We're too far south to get them. Starts to get a bit cooler towards our end.
Not sure, Jennifer. I have no idea.
What do we call apple pies? Apple pies?
Apple pies, apple turnovers, apple crumble.
Apple turnovers aren't actually pies. But yeah, we make apple turnovers, apple crumble, apple slice. But like the good old American apple pie, we just call them apple pies.
Oh no, I feel like an apple pie. I'm going to the shop later and I'm
with
going
a
to
bit
buy
of
some
ice cream
apple
or
pie.
custard. I like custard.
Ice cream, vanilla ice cream on apple pie.
Yeah, and custard. I like custard on apple pie.
Yum. Oh.
Yeah, there's sharks everywhere here, Shannon. Even the rivers now got heaps of bull sharks in them. But where we are, we're on the top side of a big inland dam. So the sharks never get up this top side, which is really good. So you can swim in the rivers up here, no worries. But closer down towards the cities, even though it's 100 kilometres in from the beach, you still have bull sharks come up and get used to fresh water.
Thanks, Kimberly. Kimberly said their description's in the PayPal description is in the link description below if you want to donate to Trivia Prize. So
thank you, Kimberly.
Thanks, Kimberly. Caramel apple.
City folks are tasty, yeah.
Apple. Now I am feeling like apple strudel or apple
A little bit more
pie.
crackling on them, Conklin.
Yum.
The people on the beach are a bit too skinny. They come up for the city folks.
How many goats do the Simple Joys own? How many goats?
Yeah, I think we've talked about platypus with you before, Steve. They're a really hard animal to spot. They're so shy and timid.
I haven't seen an apple.
I've seen an apple pie in the wild.
I haven't seen a platypus in the wild.
Got to be really quiet if you want to spot an apple pie.
Kimberly's got it with 2. Yeah, a platypus in the wild. I have seen them at the zoo though. We have 2 goats. One's named Billy and one's named Sally.
We've had Billy, our Billy goat, since he was a tiny little baby.
6
we
weeks
bought
old.
him for Fisher for a birthday present, and we bottle fed him for months. And then when he was much older, we got him a girlfriend called Sally.
Yeah, so Billy and Sally. When Billy met Sally.
When Billy met Sally.
Susan says, don't forget next weekend lasagna contest.
All right, lasagna contest with Susan. I imagine Pickerick will be in it. Probably Country Girl. Plug that, Susan, if you want to give any more info. And what we might do, whoever wins the lasagna contest can have a bonus point in our Tuesday trivia. The lasagna contest that Susan Sullivan's talking about can have a bonus point in Simple Joy's Tuesday trivia.
Shannon says, I've never seen platypus make pies either.
Hey, it's funny because I think more than one platypus is called
A
platypi.
platypi, yeah.
Or is it the other way around? One platypi and two platypus.
No, I think a plural
One
is
platypus
pie.
and two platypi.
Yeah. I'd have to Google, but I'm pretty sure it's platypi.
Yes, those three.
What is the sandwich spread that the Simple Joys gives as prizes? No worries, Jennifer. Take care. So we just had it.
Thanks for calling in, Jennifer.
Let's put it over there.
Oh, okay. I'll cover up the name.
Deep in the woods, got it.
Thank you, mate.
The bee lady says, does your wife know who I am from Pickerick's chat?
Maybe not.
Probably not.
Because Colette's nearly always asleep. When I come into Pickerick's, it's about midnight for me because I stay up later. I may have mentioned you to Collette before, but she probably hasn't seen you and talked to you in chat. Colette's got her own account that she comes in.
Yeah, my account is...
So when we want to go into a chat together, like when we go on the porch, it's this account from me, the Simple Joys, and Colette's is Collette from the Simple Joys.
Yeah.
So Collette, meet Bee Lady,
Hi, Bee Lady.
meet Collette.
And normally when he's out and about doing other streams, I'm sleeping or I'm doing something with the kids or washing or housework. I see you, Deb Deb.
Deep in the Woods has got nice speedy internet connection.
Yeah, she's in the next room. She came for a holiday. Does she know who I am from Pickerick Stream?
Oh, because you know who she is? Yeah. It would be from Pickerick.
Yes. Yeah, it would be because sometimes if Pickerick's on in our mornings, I'm sitting beside Grant and I'm doing something else.
She's usually editing or doing something else on the other computer. She's got the sheepy.
Yeah, so I'm never that far unless I'm sleeping or doing housework.
Or getting the kids to school.
Or getting the kids to school. Doing all the fun
or generally
things.
Making the house run.
Yeah. Okay. What happens when Grant knocks on the mystery wall?
On the magic wall.
Yeah, on the magic wall. Just don't make things fall off the wall.
This is the magic wall.
What happens when Grant knocks on the wall?
See what happens. Ready?
Yes, Shannon got it. Shannon knows.
No.
No, I don't want one, thanks, mate.
No, you don't want a coffee.
No. We're just showing them. It was one of the trivia questions.
A drink comes. He came. He said, "Do you want a coffee?" Yes, our eldest normally comes and makes a coffee.
Because on the other side of this wall is the lounge room, and he's in the lounge room. So if he hears us knock, he knows we generally want something.
Deep in the Woods says the butler comes.
Yeah. We pay you in love.
Yes, we pay you with love. How old is the Simple Joy's eldest? Do you want to come and stick your head in?
Gus.
Gus. Oh,
Hey?
he's brushing his teeth.
Brushing his teeth.
How
So
old is
does
the Simple
anyone
Joys
remember
eldest?
how old Gus is?
Deep in the
Oh,
woods.
deep in the woods.
Kimberly's close. Deb's is close. He's 22.
Susan was close.
Yeah, awesome.
Everyone was in the right ballpark.
Yeah, Deep in the woods is saying every number around 20.
I'm 22.
I know. Come stick
Okay.
your head in.
I look atrocious.
It's all right. Nobody's gonna just say.
Even though the sound of it is really quite atrocious. I nearly tripped over Diesel.
Yeah, the robot got in the way.
Oh, the robot.
Say hey hey.
Hi. G'day. So
Thank you.
You didn't want coffees?
No, I don't.
Oh,
It's all good, but the bee lady, I know who you are. Thank you so very much. I don't think she's hearing our. I don't think she's hearing our audio.
no, we definitely know you're not a troll. I was listening. We haven't got bees, but I was actually sitting in your live stream the other night listening to you talk about the bees when they haven't got a queen. And talking about a queenless hive and the drones laying the higher domes on the thingamajigs.
Yes, Griffin will be 20 this year, Kimberly.
Ah, okay, maybe.
Okay, she doesn't have the chat at the top, correct?
Yeah, if anyone hasn't hit that option, above comments on the left-hand side of the chat window up the top, it says top chat. If you click on that top chat, then your option will drop down, and once it does that, click on live chat. And Gus for governor. That's a new option that YouTube put in. I noticed the other day, and the only reason I noticed it was because Collette was sitting beside me, and a lot of the stuff I was typing in a live stream we were in together, someone else's live stream, it wasn't showing on her screen.
No.
And when she went up and hit the live chat option instead of top chat, all of my comments started showing up.
Grant will be 70 on his birthday.
No, I'm only 69, Shannon. Okay, you make that the next question. In 3 days when I have my birthday, how old will I be? How old will I be in 3 days?
Ooh, Faron said a number in the background which was wrong. Conklin
got one.
He'll be 45.
45.
Forgot how old you are.
Okay. What is Colette's favorite flower? What is my favorite flower?
Just some.
Shannon turned 48 today.
Oh, that's a hard one. We'll do that one next.
Kimberly.
I reckon shorten it down a bit, Bubble. Skip all these ones.
Yeah.
And just come down to the dogs.
The sunflower is my favorite
Bird of
flower.
paradise.
I know, he's stirring me.
Bird of paradise is her least favorite flower. Yeah, that's excellent, bee lady.
What's the name of the second?
Yeah, if anyone's got bees or wants to learn more about bees, go and check out Bee Lady April's channel. She had a really good, I mean, I don't have bees, but I still enjoyed the live stream she was doing the other night. Really informative.
Sunflower seeds.
Yeah, sunflower seeds.
And same with other channels in here too. Kim Bailey has got tarantulas. She's got some beautiful spiders, if anyone wants to check them out. Art Conklin, I mentioned earlier, does art and has made all different sorts of guitars. He's really creative. I'm just trying to scan through people's names. But yeah, do yourselves a favour and check out some of the channels in here because there's some really good stuff.
I'm allergic to bees if they bite me, but they're important to the environment.
I like the little black native bees.
The native bees, they don't bite. Okay.
See if anyone can name it. This is a bit hard.
Can you name all the Simple Joys dogs?
I'll give you a clue. There's 4 of them, and it's 3 girls and 1 boy. I'm not sure whether anyone will get this because they're not often all in videos or live streams at once.
Yeah. Can you name all the Simple Joys dogs?
2 of them are under the table.
All the dogs. Diesel, Sweetie, Fluffy, and Poopsie Pie.
Well, Diesel's definitely right.
Yeah.
None of the others are. Diesel's the easiest to remember because he's always around me and he's bigger.
Diesel,
Lily. Oh, Kimberly's got 2.
Diesel, Fluffy, Grant. Diesel, Weasel, Diesel, Weasel. Diesel, Lily, Jessie, and Bella.
Did someone say that?
That's the 4 of them.
That's the 4 of them.
Bella, come here. Oh, Diesel.
Hey, fried bologna. But I always go want to say bologna. Diesel, Lily, Scooby, and Crappy.
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Poppy power.
What does the new t-shirt design have on it? Ooh. Grant's worn it the last.
I'm not wearing it now.
No.
I've worn it the last 2 live streams. What does the new Simple Joys t-shirt have on the design?
That's correct, Kimberly. Jessica's the cattle dog. Yeah.
Yeah. A blue heeler or a cattle dog. They're used a lot for rounding up cattle.
Yeah. The Paw Prince.
Diesel and Paws.
Yeah. Paw Prince and Diesel.
Deep in the woods with her fast internet. Got in just before Debs and Kimberly.
Spell check. Spell check. Good.
All right, we'll do 2 more questions and then we'll announce a winner.
Okay.
Oh, are you keeping count?
What tastes 10% better in this cup or mug? What tastes 10% better in this cup or mug? Grant says it as an ad all the time. What tastes 10% better?
Is that what I'm thinking?
Coffee!
That's not what I was thinking.
Conklin got it with coffee. Everything. Exactly, Tim. Anything and everything would taste better in that cup.
I would have accepted coffee, everything, or beverage. Yeah, any beverage. Yeah. Yeah. I've used all of those at some time or another. Coffee tastes better, everything tastes better, or any beverage tastes better.
What did
Righto, last question.
What did the Simple Joys? No, second last. What did the Simple Joys get in the yard for summer?
There was a video of us making it, and it's right up the backyard, and it's blue.
Did the
You got a towel.
pool?
Deb's got pool. Deep in the woods just behind her, Kim Beerley, Shannon, Conklin. Yeah, let's not forget the oasis with the beautiful Hoarders fountain.
Yeah, the Hoarders fountain.
No one else in Australia's got a Channel 9 satellite dish water fountain.
A hot tub. A hot tub would be nice.
Oh, I'd love a hot tub.
Get one.
Sometimes I try and make the pool into a hot tub.
Uh-huh. What is the little message the Simple Joy says at the end of their videos?
Ah, we'll try and say this at the end of every video, our little catchphrase. And this is the last question.
The last one.
I'll give you a clue. It starts with the word take.
What does Grant normally say at the end of the videos?
Go away. Keep it real, folks.
Kimberly got
Kimberly,
it.
take time for the
simple
simple joys. Awesome.
Make it sound people.
Excellent. Well, thanks everyone for trying the Simple Joys trivia.
And our little winner.
If anyone hasn't been here before, the Tuesday night trivia isn't like that. The Tuesday night trivia is a lot more organised and it's about a specific theme, not just us.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's all in fun, always all in fun.
Everything's always about having a smile and enjoying each other's company.
And the winner was Deep in the Woods.
Deep in the Woods. All right. Congratulations, Deep in the Woods. Well done.
And we'll send you off a little something special.
And all the other people who answered questions too. Thanks heaps.
Yeah. Take time for the simple joys.
That's a new one.
Hey, Conklin, do you know whether the porch has kicked off yet? I didn't realise the time had gotten away on us. Thanks, Mark.
Thanks, Mark.
Appreciate that. Thanks for joining in.
Deep in the Woods says, I forfeit to whoever hasn't got a prize yet. Are you sure, Deep in the Woods? Okay, so Deb's, Kimberly is gonna, because Kimberly was next after Deep in the Woods, so Kimberly is
everyone
gonna,
in there has had prizes except Shannon.
and Deb's hasn't. So,
Hasn't she?
no.
Cool.
So it goes to Deb's.
There we go.
There you go, Deb's.
All right.
Yay! Got your details.
Thank you, Deep in the Woods. That just goes to show how much the people are in here for fun, not just to win stuff. Thank you, Deep in the Woods. I really appreciate that.
And Kimberly also, because Kimberly was next in line. She passed it on.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys. Yep, shoot the ship's underway.
Okay, cool. Well, we'll wrap up our stream then.
And we'll catch you over there.
Rightio. If anyone doesn't know what I'm talking about, STS is Shoot the Shit. That's Pam and Rick on the porch. And most of the people in here know what I'm talking about, though.
Yeah.
So we'll see you over there. We'll call into their live stream. And thank you very, 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 very much for joining us on our stream.
Yeah. We love you all.
Thanks heaps, and we'll see you on the next stream. We might even go again tonight.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.